Alright. There we go. Sadly, we got kind of a smaller group tonight. But... there we go.
Enough to kill some dwarves.
Enough to kill some dwarves.
Dwarf aside.
So, when we last met our heroes, after following some centaurs to the castle, Calliope took a strange approach and treated you all as evildoers and slaves to be brought to this place to do work. You all picked up axes and hammers, or at least two of you did.
I did not.
You did not. As you entered this room, you noticed that the door, which, judging by its very nicely carved presence, may have once been beautiful and very nicely made, has over the years fallen in. Upon entering this room, you guys tried to search, found a couple of words and images on the doors. You notice there's 3 doors. There's this one. There's this one to the right, and then this one to the left, which Barrick noticed was open, began to step inside, and decided to see if he could sense an evil presence, only to be immediately knocked prone by a very nasty presence that then spoke in all of your minds and asked who would challenge him or her in their home. And around a corner walked a angry little dwarf, and you all rolled initiative.
Hell yeah. Could you please share the map again?
No. Mm-mm.
I don't have it.
Nope. Shared.
Thank you.
Which, let me get to the order that we want to be.
Oh, shit.
Come
on, Barrick.
Which puts Korrac up front.
Did Barrick tell us he sensed an evil, or did everything happen too quickly?
It all kind of happened all at once.
So he just fell over. He just fell on the ground.
All you sensed was there was a face of pain, and he just immediately dropped to his knees. Which brings you to Chris.
Okay, so this is like a staircase?
Yeah, it's just to make it a little easier on us, it's about 5 to 8 feet wide, so 2 people could not comfortably pass, but 2 people could get in there. But it's kind of going down to the left.
Okay. All right. I guess if we can have 2 abreast, I will move up. I'll kind of like leave some space for Barrick or Swift Eye or somebody kind of come in next to me, and then I'll just engage them. Durger 4.
Durger.
Nice.
Durger.
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 Oh, Frederick.
Oh, poor Frederick. Poor Swift Eye. All rolled crap.
Yeah. Hopefully we get those out of the way.
I'll just take a swing at him.
Oh, yeah, you will.
Hit. And then I'll re-roll that 2 to another 2.
I will leave that as it lay. Nice. So Korrac is charging in as you hear the grumbling of a dwarf and the loud chain of him coming up the stairs. And I believe that's going to take us to Barrick, which is going to take kind of a moment. He's kind of in a daze. His eyes are a little glazed over. And he is going to spend his turn kind of standing up. And once he stands, he's a little groggy, but he's going to shout that there is the enemy this way, and that is how he's going to spend his turn.
I'm gonna just scoot up a little bit so I can peek around the corner.
You see a
We only
dwarf.
see one Durger?
You do see just one.
Okay.
Can I? Oh, there we go. Okay. I'm just gonna shoot him with a crossbow.
Shooting him with a crossbow.
Nope.
Korrac ducks slightly out of the way as a bolt shoots past his shoulder, and it goes ricocheting down the hallway.
And then Calliope shouts, "You're disturbing our work. I have to get these slaves busy. Get out of here."
Nice. Make a let's make that a performance check.
Yep. Yep. Yep.
That was a good performance check.
Yeah. She's a really convincing slave driver.
All right. The dwarf looks at you angrily, and does not change his walking in with his big axe in his hand.
Well, shit, I thought that would work.
Well, shit. While I'm here, there's a door, right?
There's a door right there.
Search it.
Yeah, can I use I'm going to use a bonus action to check out the door. I want to know, is it locked or not? And is it trapped or not?
All right.
So I would like to make an investigation check as a bonus action.
All right. Roll it up.
Yes. This is what I do, guys.
You loot mid-combat.
How exactly are you doing it?
She's probably going to like wiggle the handle a little bit and just do like a quick scan and rubbing her hands along the surface, as she's done dozens of times in the city of Sisa.
Excellent. So,
Moving houses.
as you very carefully kind of look over the door and kind of touch a couple of the areas that you routinely have found to be a trapped area, you reach for the handle and you jiggle it slightly, and it was enough for this rusted handle to just give way, and it goes, and it opens all the way.
Yep.
Uh-oh.
Good. I've spawned a new room.
To another hallway.
Good. Okay. Hey guys, I found a hallway. Oh shit. So I hear some battle, but I mean, she also knows that Barrick's a badass, so there's literally nothing she can do. Cool.
Did you say there's literally nothing she can do?
Literally nothing she can do.
Nothing she can contribute to this combat.
Look how clogged that is. I can't even step in there.
It is pretty clogged.
It's clogged. You guys got this.
One would say it's clogged.
It is clogged.
Triggered.
So what I'm gonna do, I have 10 feet of movement, so I'm gonna move over here.
Mm-hmm.
And I would like to use my action to search this door.
Nice.
The traps.
All right, roll that one up.
'Cause I just want to know.
I want
just
to know
wanna know.
what this trap is.
Oh my god, Andy.
I want you to show me. With Newly watching over your shoulder, you having kind of failed what you were trying to do the first time, you
Yep.
try even ever so harder, but unfortunately, as you kind of energetically reach for the handle, it snaps off in your hand and it slowly creaks open.
She's never done this in combat before. I don't know that she's really been
she
in
just
real
looks
combat
nervous.
before.
But as you look down the hallway,
Yep.
you notice that this room seems to be much worse for wears.
Okay.
It almost seems to be collapsed in, and there could be more to that room. You'd have to kind of investigate, but this area right here all seems to be kind of caved in, and has definitely aged pretty badly.
I found another room. So that was. I can move a little bit more. I think I'm just gonna. I have about 10 feet of movement left, so I'm just gonna move there just so I can watch down both hallways.
Nice. All right. I mean, that was a good turn.
Thanks.
Swift Eye.
She's also gonna pull a dagger out,
Nice.
just in case.
Kind of listens intently, and she hears kind of some clinging and clanging, and she is going to move up here, knowing that her friends are more around the corner, and hope to be somewhat helpful in the event someone sneaks up on them. Nuli's up.
Cool. Newly's gonna do. Newly, maybe your first death. 10, 20, 30. Newly's going to fly 40 feet and fly by on this guy.
Mm-hmm.
So he's going to do a help action for Korrac to aid on advantage on the next attack roll.
Okay.
Does Newly see anything?
Newly would. Oh. Yoink. I will say Newly sees. Bling!
There it is. There it is.
Bling!
Okay.
So with her, or him, or it, flying through, kind of distracting, she just, they quickly see the dwarves down there and really nothing else, because that wasn't their focus at the time. Is she going to try to fly back?
Yep. She has 20 feet left, so she's going to fly, oh, I can't grab her. There she is. So she's going to fly back to here.
Excellent.
The last of her movement.
Now
Now I have a plan, guys. Now I can do something.
Do you say that out loud? Is that in character?
Yeah, she says that. Don't worry, guys. I can do something in about 10 seconds.
That's good. That's good. I have to remember how to lock you guys to the grid. I can't figure that out.
Right click.
Yeah.
One of our tokens.
Like, oh, one of the actual tokens. That would probably explain it. Oh, lock tokens. Okay. I was like, where's it at? Okay. So as Newly flies past and takes a break, nothing's gonna happen at the moment. Where are you looking currently, Andy?
She's kind of darting her eyes back and forth between those two, so she's facing in this general direction.
All right, make a perception.
You got it. There it is.
Nice.
There it is.
So as your eyes dart from the northern door to the eastern door, coming around the corner, you immediately see.
It's cool. I got this.
A dwarf come charging in with a axe ready.
Oh shit! Swift Eye's there.
Now, it's been a while since I've actually played. Would Swift Eye have an attack of opportunity, or is it only one leaving that space?
So Swift Eye could have readied an action since she didn't take an action, so she could take an attack now if she would have been readying an action for someone to come around the corner.
All right, then Swift Eye is going to attack. He's going to punch him in the face.
This would use Swift Eye's reaction, so it's the same as like an attack of op, though.
Gotcha. So as she senses this dwarf come charging out of the hallway, she spins her staff around and smacks him in the leg.
Okay.
And he is going to roll really shitty. And he is going to fall prone.
Eat shit.
As she nails him in the knee.
Nice.
And that is going to stop his movement right about here.
Awesome. I was hoping he'd be right there. I love being in melee.
Korrac, you notice that the dwarf right in front of you immediately starts to almost kind of grow in size.
Yeah, they do. Getting swole.
Getting a little swole. He's about to flex on you. And as he starts to, enlarge in size, he's now slightly taller than you, and he looks really angry. He is going to swing. And miss horribly. Why did he roll twice? Why did he roll twice?
Some odd advantage, I guess. or accidentally selected advantage.
Oh, did I push it twice? I think I attacked it twice. Yeah, I clicked it twice. I double clicked. So that first one actually hit you.
Okay.
Sorry. And as he swings down his now massive war pick, he is going to do 8 damage, which, as it kind of comes down, having enjoyed a rather enchanting song and fireworks display, it just absorbs right into your extra energy.
I forgot about the fireworks.
Fireworks. Valoran, you are going to notice another dwarf come running down this hallway, but it gets to about right there. Brings us up to Frederick, who, seeing his friends in trouble, are going to charge in, and he's going to attack. Oh yeah, thank God for advantage. And comes down and smashes him hard on the back. There's a kind of a guttural as he gets smacked by a mace. And that brings us to Korrac, you're up. There's a very enlarged and angry dwarf in front of you.
Alright. Let's go for that with advantage. Go for my Great Weapon Master feat.
Yeah.
Double it up. Oh, there we go.
Oh, that's nice.
Yeah.
Oh, and I'll reroll those ones. I guess it doesn't matter. He's dying anyway.
Oh, yeah.
There we go.
You took him down with maximum damage.
Maximum damage.
Nice. What's it look like? There's a massive dwarf in front of you.
Let's see. How do I want to do this? I'll be all right. So you think you're bigger than me? I'll show you. And I'll just take him out right at the knees. Just, take off both of his knees with one giant swing. I'll cut you down to size.
Nice.
There's a sickening cutting and slashing sound as Calliope and Barrick watch parts of a dwarf go sliding down the stairs and out of view. And he be dead. Which brings us up to Barrick, who would... Valoran, did you tell everyone that there were dwarves?
Nope.
Alright, seeing his friends in trouble, he is going to come 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, charging over here and smash at this dwarf that's on the floor.
Kill him. I don't want to be in melee.
Barrick? Oh,
He's advantaged.
Yes, he does. Why does he have 2 here? I'm assuming this is the right one. Oh, and he's going to grab it with 2 hands, and he is going to bring his battle axe down on his back.
Smashy smash.
I'm going to roll it again just in case, because it didn't actually... I don't have it selected like a full... Okay, good. That one hit. There we go. So, 2-handed... Yeah, it would have been this. And as it comes down, it has it connects quite hard on his back, but his armor still kind of keeps him together. But this dwarf, he looks really, really hurt.
I'm gonna dagger this guy.
All right, Calliope, you're up.
So prone means I have advantage on melee, but disadvantage on ranged.
Yo.
Mm-hmm.
All right, then I'm gonna move up to here.
Bash him with your loot.
He looks really, really hurt.
And I'm gonna kind of like duck between Valoran and Frederick. And I'm gonna just like kind of reach in and stabby stab with my rapier and be like, "Oh, you on the ground, you fucked."
Nice. Make it happen.
Can I target? There we go. Target him. Oh, I have advantage, right?
Yeah, you have advantage. You're good. Yeah, you definitely connect. You kind of stab right through your friends.
Yeah!
What's it look like?
Yeah, so she like dances up and she's kind of like skipping around behind people. And she goes, "Oh, you on the ground, you fucked." And she like lunges and like puts her arm between Frederick's legs and just kind of like stabs the dwarf right in the gut.
There's a... And the dwarf falls unconscious and dying on the ground.
Yeah. And then she flicks the blood off her rapier up in the air.
It's a nice
And-
spray of blood.
And as a bonus action, she sprays the blood in the air. Close
Even
to this.
even Newly looks a little impressed by the fact that your cape seems to be blowing and there's no wind. Valerie, you're up.
She looks like she was about ready to stab the thing with her dagger, but looks super relieved that she doesn't have to. And she gives Calliope a smile and then winks and says, "Thanks." And she runs over here.
Nice.
So she's going to run over here. I am going to cast Minor Illusion to make a 5-foot... to make an illusory wall 5 foot high here.
Okay.
And I am going to whisper. She's going to get uncomfortably close to Korrac and whisper to him, "The wall's just an illusion, and there are 2 dwarves on the other side. If you can jump through whenever you want and maybe get surprise." And that's my move, that's my action, and I'm good. Done.
Nice. Swift Eye is going to ready an action. I saw Claire connect, but she may not be in chat yet. So she's going to ready an action. If she returns before someone else acts, then she'll go. Newly is up.
Alright, Newly's going to... I think Newly's going to fly up here, which is going to be 5, 10, 15, 20... Yeah, so she's going to fly 20 feet up that way. And give Swift Eye advantage on the next attack, and then fly back. To here, which will be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, she has enough.
Nice.
Owls, man.
Owls. Alright, so this Durgar, someone has advantage on. Swift Eye does. Okay.
Yep.
Andy, what does the wall mean to the dwarves?
That's so. It looks like a wall. It looks exactly like a wall to them. If they ever touch it, which could be just like as a free object interaction on their turn, if they ever touch it, anyone who sees them touch it, it immediately becomes clearly an illusion and becomes transparent to them. However, it's up to you to figure out like how much this book confuses them, you know. But they do see a stone wall about 5 feet high that just raises from the ground.
Excellent.
If they're like taking their time to investigate it, it's an action to investigate it, and it reveals it as a. I think it reveals it as a illusion, but.
Korrac
You just
and
decide what you want to do with it.
Gotcha. Korrac and Valorant are going to hear some like guttural conversation, and then I'm just gonna
Hiding.
do that, and okay. Which Claire, are you here?
Yes.
Yay, Claire!
So all you had to do was turn it off and turn it back on again.
Is it plugged in?
Is it plugged in?
It is plugged in. It was like the screen went black and all I had was my cursor, so it was like freaking out. But I just, hit it a couple times and blew in the cartridge hole and it was fine.
So the party has been attacked inside of a castle by some dwarves. Currently, there is one that seems to be up that way. There may or may not be some in this room over here. Valorant has whispered about it to Korrac, but you guys actually don't know they're in there.
Can I roleplay something to Swift Eye real quick?
Yes, you can.
So, Swift Eye, you would have just most recently heard there's a stairway where you just beat up a dwarf that came down the stairs.
Yeah, you did. It was awesome.
And you just heard a very familiar owl call. The owl that you've been getting to know. It's the call of, hey, attack this one. You have advantage. That's what that call means.
Yep.
Oh, sweet.
This one.
So you would
It's my seeing eye owl.
you
Mm-hmm.
so you would just quote missed your turn. But if you would like to do something, or I was just simply having you ready in action in case someone else came in that room.
Can I stand right in the corner where I'm currently standing with my staff ready for attack?
Yes, you
That's-
absolutely can.
Sneaky like.
I love it.
Are we hiding? Do they know we're here?
Oh, they know.
Yeah, you definitely
Oh, they know.
Yeah.
I would like to still try to blend in with the wall.
Nice. All right. So as you are doing that, this Durgar is going to come running in, and I will say you have an opportunity to hit him, and you'll have advantage.
I'll hit him.
I'll hit him real good.
I will. I'll buy that, Val. Gonna hit him with my stick.
And then you smash it with the hammer.
Oh,
Oh no!
Oh no.
Ugh.
Getting out the bad rolls. Getting out the bad rolls.
there you go, guys.
We're all at the start.
There was just a nice little as a staff goes, swishing through the air. This Durgar, seeing that the carcass of his friend lies right here, is going to double in size.
No!
He's going to double in size, and seeing that Swift Eye, you just hit him, he is going to attack you with his now quite massive war pick. Oh, but seeing the death of his friend, he is so angry he just simply missed, and you dodge out of the way. Just
It's the blood spray. The blood spray makes him miss.
Durgars don't have friends.
Frederick is going to swing. Yeah, because no one actually took any damage yet. And just for simplicity's sake, yeah, he is gonna hit him. Yep. And that's gonna be his turn. Korrac, you now see a wall in front of you that, very uncomfortably, someone whispered in your ear that it is possibly fake.
I'm not going to tell you how this works because you've never actually seen the spell before. Maybe after the battle I'll tell you how it works.
Yeah. So I can see like kind of this illusory wall. Like I can kind of see through it, I guess.
Nope, it's a stone wall.
Oh, so it's okay. So even for me, it looks real.
Yeah.
Okay.
But whatever she told you before, yeah. She told you you could attack through it.
Right. I guess I will. Oh, I can't.
We haven't set
move.
up our combos yet, so it makes sense that it's a little fuzzy this time.
So I'm gonna just move up in front there, and then ready in action. As soon as I see anything coming through, ready in action to attack anything that pops up.
If you look back to Valorant, you see her making like a poke it sign towards you. Like,
Okay.
Come on, poke it.
All right. I'll just randomly, I guess, swing my sword through the wall.
Nice. I'm gonna say swing with disadvantage, and then I'll tell you if it hits.
Nope.
Since you're kind of blindly flailing this weapon.
Not using my feet. Okay, there we go.
We'll have to coordinate our.
Oh,
That's
damn.
good.
Yeah, you hit. You definitely hit.
Oh, sweet. I'm gonna reroll those.
Yeah, you are.
Yeah,
It's a
that's
little
better.
better. So that's 16,
14.
All right,
Yeah.
let's see. Who did you actually hit? 14. Yeah, so you kind of just shrug your shoulders and swing through it, and you even expect the blade to kind of bounce off of it, but it doesn't. It simply goes through, but it does connect on the other side, and there's a sickening crunch as you pull back your weapon, and the blade is covered in blood.
And now that you've seen that your sword goes through it, it actually is revealed as an illusion to you, and it's translucent.
Okay.
And it's up to you, Abe, whether the Dorgar caught that a sword went through the wall. But if they did catch that a sword came through the wall, they would also know that it's an illusion.
Oh damn! Oh
So
damn!
it's only a cantrip; it's not that powerful, but with a little work, we might be able to make some cool combos with it.
Korrac looks back at Valorant with the shocked Pikachu face.
She gives him like a one thumb up with a dagger up in the other hand.
Amazing. All right. Well then, Varric is going to take a lead from Swift Eye and try to smash this dwarf in the face, using both his hands, having used his shield as a bonus action to kind of float around him. Oh yeah. And connects with a heavy, and that dwarf takes a good chunk of damage. He's still standing, but definitely looks worse for wears. Calliope, you're up.
Alright, I'm going to... I'm just going to step over here so I can kind of peek down this way as well. And then I'm going to shoot my crossbow at this guy.
Roll with disadvantage.
Okay.
Oh yeah, you're still gonna hit. So you kind of blind fire into the room, but since that dwarf was close enough to that wall, you just simply took lead by what you had heard, and there's a sickening crunch as it hits, and by all means you can target him. 11. Ouch.
Maximum damage.
Can they see now through the thing?
As long as they have.
Oh, Abe, I was shooting the 1-5, the one that was in.
Oh, okay, that's very
I was
different.
shooting him as I moved away from him.
Oh well, then hold on 2 seconds.
Probably they know that the wall's illusion, Abe, because they saw a sword coming through it.
Gotcha.
It's a weird thing where there's like two sides of it. So once they see something poke through the wall, they can kind of figure it out.
Gotcha. All right. Well, in that case, you don't blind fire. You would have shot with advantage. So my apologies. You definitely hit. You hit better the second time. But you loose an arrow, and as it connects, it kind of hits him dead center of his chest. And he kind of looks at it, questioning, and he starts to slowly shrink, and then just simply falls over dead.
Nice. Calliope blows over the top of her crossbow.
Nice. Best cloak ever.
And then she yells at the room in general, "Dudes, are you going to help me out here or what? It's cool. I got this under control."
That brings us up to you, Andy.
Shit. I would like to. Well. Probably should have planned this. I'm just gonna move up next to Korrac and poke my head around the corner, and I would like to shoot a ray of frost at the guy.
Okay.
Since I saw Korrac interact with my illusion, it should be pretty much like, at least to the door guard that were in the room and to Korrac and I, it should be kind of easy and translucent now since we all saw it being poked through.
Gotcha.
But if like new Dorgar walk into the room, it should look still
Still stone.
yeah, until someone swings through it again. But anyway, it's gonna be happening every round because I'm gonna shoot a ray of frost at the guy.
Do
Ray of
it.
Frost.
Oh yeah.
Did it.
Definitely connects.
I did it. He gets cold damage and his speed is reduced by 10. His next move action. Yeah, I can't ready a bonus action, can I?
I don't know. What do you want to try to do?
Well, no, I don't think I can. Because I think it takes my action to look through Newly's eyes. So I was hoping to use Misty Step through but I have to be able to see where I'm going. And I was hoping to look through Newly's eyes and teleport into the next room.
Ah, I see.
But I think it's a little bit too much. I've already done a lot this turn.
Yeah, I would say that would maybe you can prepare for it and you can do it immediately next turn.
We'll work it out. We'll see what happens.
All right, Swift Eye, you're up.
I want to listen through the hallway.
This hallway up that way.
Yes, that one.
All right.
Sorry, that wasn't very super specific.
I want to listen to all the hallways.
All the hallways. Can I do that actually?
I mean, you are very perceptive when it comes to sound, so by all means.
I'm gonna give everyone a shh. And listen.
I will say, as you kind of melt into your Zen place, you slowly differentiate the sounds between the castle and maybe some roof leaking, some drips of different sounds, maybe some rats. The dwarves down in the hallway, you definitely can hear what sounds to be like two well-armored dwarves. And then farther off this way, you hear very distant breathing. But it seems to be very, very far away.
Is it heavy breathing?
Yes, it is.
The heaviest.
The heaviest of breathing.
I want to move.
Oh shit. Swift, I know.
But like very softly.
Roll a stealth.
Fail me.
Nice.
Please.
You're kind of dragging your staff as you go. It's kind of a habit of yours. Alright, so here's what you see. It opens up. There is a door here.
Ooh.
A door here. And over here, it seems to be kind of fallen in. I guess you sense that.
And to my right?
Oh, to your right, you sense an echoing as if there's more hallways that direction. Let me see if I can get this to cooperate with me. There we go.
This is a sweet map, babe.
It's pretty sweet.
That's very textured.
You've gone about 15 to 20 paces.
Can I tell if the door is closed?
You would have to try to interact with it a little bit more.
Can I crawl along the wall? Touch the door?
So you want to go this way?
Yeah.
Alright. Yeah, how are you touching it?
I want to touch it with my hand. Just very softly.
As you make a stealth check, I'll make you roll it again.
Oh, okay.
Okay. You very carefully kind of touch the door, having remembered that Valorant just tried this moments ago and bumped the handle and it broke. You avoid looking and feeling for any kind of handle.
Twice.
Twice. It definitely seems closed, but you don't sense any sound behind it. And I would say you've used your action. Your move. So if you wanted, you could open the door, or at least attempt to open the door.
What's the worst thing that could happen? Don't do it.
I'm gonna open the door.
Yeah.
Gosh. Do it.
All right. How you open
Do
the
it.
door?
I don't know. I'm just gonna push it. Go to push it.
Push it real good.
Yeah.
Awesome. As you push the door open, I'll say you have to kind of be like there-ish.
Oh, baby.
But as you push it open, it just as you listen to the area around you, you don't sense anything or anyone. You're kind of very soft footsteps just kind of echo around the chamber, and you don't sense anything in it.
Okay.
Well, shit.
I think that should be your turn, unless you have anything else you want to do.
Nope. I'm gonna stand in the entranceway.
All right, Nuli's up.
Valorant looks over towards Newly and just silently gives her a nod. And Newly, wordlessly, of course, because she's an owl, goes up the stairs and lands on Swift-Eye's shoulder.
Nice. Hoo-hoo. 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 Oh, you know what I think we need right
An
now.
owl alights on your shoulder, Swift-Eye.
That's nice.
This might be loud.
Just so you're not alone.
There we go. All right. Brings us up to this guy.
It's Frosty.
He is a little frosty, so he's a little slow. But he, Korrac, you immediately see half of a dwarf come through this hallway. And he is angry and enlarged. And he is going to... There we go. Swing. And fail miserably.
Automatic miss.
The act of going through that wall just seems to kind of set him on ease, and he fumbles as he kind of comes through. But there's also going to be.
Does Korrac know that there is another Durker in the room, or does he just know about the
I did tell you there were two.
two? Okay, all right. I will not counterattack him then. Just let him block his buddy.
Okay, so let's get Frederick. Korrac, you are up. There's half of a Duragar in front of you.
All right. Take a swing at him.
Nice.
Oh yeah. As half of this dwarf is hanging out of this makeshift wall that's been thrown up, you just cut him down, and you slash through him, and his body parts fall back down the hallway with the rest of his friends that you told him you would cut down to size.
Anyone else want some of this? I'm gonna move down there and kind of peek into the room.
All right. I will say you have to go to about here if you want to look all the way in.
Sure. Yep.
Korrac ain't scared.
Make a perception check.
Oh shit. This is when I wish I had prepared see invisibility.
Oh, that's weird. Somehow it, like, went off the thing. There we go.
Nice.
You don't see anything, but you can hear a very heavy breathing dwarf somewhere in this area.
Oh shit! Are they invisible?
Yeah.
Oh, Swift Eye. Get out, Swift Eye.
Swift
Get
Eye, we
out.
need you.
Get out, Swift Eye. That's what the breathing is.
Anything else for you, Korrac?
I guess hearing that, I'll just kind of move back up onto the stairs and just assume like a defensive posture,
All right.
so that they can't hit me from multiple sides in case there's more than one.
Do you indicate which direction they are?
Yeah, I'll kind of like point at where I hear the sounds coming from.
Okay.
All right. We'll bring it up to Calliope.
Well, shit. Alright, I'm gonna move up into this corner. And I'm gonna ready an action to shoot my crossbow once I like see or hear something.
Okay.
So I'm looking into the room where Korrac was pointing, and I'm ready to like shoot when I think I have an idea of where it is.
Nice. Is your cape billowing at the moment?
No,
Okay.
I'm being sneaky and focused.
That would bring us up to Valorant.
Okay. Here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna move 3 squares forward
Love it.
to there, right in front. She's gonna squeeze past. And she is going to say, I got you now, motherfucker. And I'm gonna cast minor illusion to make an illusion of a 5-foot cage. So she's going to cast a spell, and a cage is going to appear around. Square. Let's say. Oh, that's not the one.
Top left, go top left.
Top left? Okay, top left. Rachel says top left. This
Alright.
square. So that is my action. I'm casting a cage, so now a cage appears around that. It's a fake cage. Just looks like a metal cage, 5 feet. 5 feet by 5 feet. And then she's going to say, oh, fuck it. She's going to stay in the room. She's going to come over here
All right.
with her last 15 feet.
Love it.
Are there any doors down this way that I'm...
No, I can actually make this a little bit better. Bling.
Yes.
And that, by the way, is not actually a lit fire. You work with what you got. However,
Yep.
here seems to be a very old and ancient desk that seems to, for the most
cool.
part, be falling apart.
Well, cool. I could have moved here then, with my movement. Can I use my bonus action to investigate the desk?
Yes, you can.
Because I took a feat for that shit. Suck it.
Nice. Okay.
I'm gonna rifle that desk.
Let's. Yeah, you are gonna find some stuff. You find an old journal.
Nice.
Are you taking a moment to actually look at it right now?
Nope.
Okay.
It's going in my bag. Sleight of hand 20.
Yep. Oh yeah. You definitely find a journal. We'll come back to that later.
Sure.
Remind me, you found the journal.
You got it.
Journal, Andy. Okay.
It's my turn.
Yeah. Brings us up to Swift Eye, who is walking around a deserted castle.
It's heavy
I'd be like,
breathing.
Guys, do I hear heavy breathing in this room?
It seems to be slightly louder, and it seems to be coming from that direction.
Can I perceive what the deal with my party members are?
They're definitely, you sense that they're far away. You hear them walking, and even just the whispers of them are definitely coming from the south of you. And I will remind you, since you weren't here last time, that there was a voice in everyone's head before Barrick was knocked prone that greeted you and wondered who dared enter their home.
You probably just heard Valorant scream, "I got you now, motherfucker,"
It could have been that. Yeah, you would have heard that too.
which is pretty far away.
I got you now, motherfucker.
I hope I picked the right square.
Oh, Andy, thank you for reminding me. You heard a... sorry, Swift Eye, it's your turn.
Well, maybe the laugh will give him away.
Like a disembodied.
Oh yeah, does the laugh
Voice.
pinpoint his location?
Yeah,
I would
that's
say
what you get for being cocky.
it's closer to... Really
So I'm
failing here.
I'm helping.
These two squares.
Yeah, I'm
All right.
helping.
Well, when Calliope hears the laugh, she's going to use her ready to action to shoot.
Alright, roll it... Well,
So this would be like attacking an invisible target. So you target a square
yeah, I was
that you
gonna
think
say
it
pick.
is, and then you roll with disadvantage, and then basically you tell her whether she hits or misses based on A, whether she chose the right square, and B, whether she actually hits the AC.
Oh, maybe she'll wait until she has a better idea then. Yeah, she'll wait. She'll wait until like she hears someone actually like moving.
Yeah.
I take everything back.
Invisibility sucks.
Alright, Swift Eye, it's up to you.
So I'm gonna use Step of the Wind and double my movement.
Okay.
So wait, let me spend my key point. Cha-ching.
Key
point. I don't know how far I'm gonna get with it, but I'm gonna try.
You could move pretty far. I think you're like 40 or 50 feet.
Isn't it doubled?
Yeah,
Yeah, in a
and if
normal
it's doubled,
move.
I have 80.
Yeah.
Jesus.
So quick.
Oh yeah, you're totally in that room.
I'm gonna get right up in that room.
Keep going.
Wait. Oh, I lost my cursor behind Calliope.
I moved her. She's out in the middle of... Nope, that's Calliope.
Oh, nope.
I believe in you.
Boom!
Oh, yes. Right. Let me say...
Parkour!
Parkour.
That's awesome.
Did you say Nuli was perched on her neck? Or like...
Yep.
Alright, so Nuli's
On
gonna
her shoulder.
come with you.
Noli's feathers are all ruffled by the time he gets there. It's just like a big puffball of
They're like
feathers.
all like sticking back.
Usain Bolt, Swift Eye.
Swift Eye, I'll say that you can make a perception to try to zero in where the laughing is coming from. Oh, yeah.
Ugh.
I'm gonna use Andy's thing. Okay, oh, wait. I can do this. I can make a square.
Is the laugh?
Damn it.
You can actually make multiple if you right click and hit pointers. You can make multiple that way.
How do I even make a square?
Shift.
Oh, just shift. Son of a bitch.
Well, shift and then left to middle. Yeah, there you go.
Right there. That is where you sense the laughter coming from.
Rachel, that's where I picked the first
It totally was.
Damn it!
So if you wanted to attack, I will say you will not swing with disadvantage.
Nice.
You're used to... To you didn't even notice the wall you would just walk through. Because it was not there.
Ooh. Yeah, I'm gonna hit. So just regular?
Yeah, and I can always add the damage since he's not there.
Oh no!
Oh no!
Oh no! No!
Oh, there's...
Whoa! Wait. Can I? Oh, I don't know. Can I spend another key point?
If you got him to spend.
Or no, because I just
No,
have
it's
my
a bonus
extra.
action.
Oh yeah, you spent it.
Yeah.
There's
But
just
do I get my second strike?
1, 2. Yeah, because that's your normal attack, right? Am I wrong
Yeah,
with that?
I get 2. If I did my extra, it would be 3. Right?
So when you attack with your staff, you can attack with an unarmed as a bonus action, I think. But I think Step of the Wind uses your
Took
bonus
that
action.
up, yeah.
Does that take my bonus
So I think
action?
had you
Okay.
not used Step of the Wind, yes, you would have been able to. But in this case, no. But there's an even more audible coming from that square.
Now you know what square it is, Rachel.
Okay, now Calliope.
You're still attacking with disadvantage, probably, but
Right, but okay.
Yeah,
Now
especially the
Calliope's
fact
gonna
you're
attack.
shooting through like 2 allies and an owl.
Yeah, whatever. She might hit them. It's cool.
They're
Rolling
just
a 1.
slaves.
nice.
What'd you hit with a 15?
15.
I gotta figure out who this guy is.
He's
Oh,
a chump.
you just hear this, and it clearly glances off his armor.
That was a warning shot. Don't fuck with us.
Does the laughing stop?
No, it's actually probably louder. Definitely in that spot.
All right.
Newly's up.
I can't see shit. I don't think it's worth sacrificing Newly for one stupid invisible guy. Yeah, whatever. Newly's just going to fly in that guy's face and just like fly around like crazy and be really annoying.
Nice.
Start flapping around and beating its wings. And it's just gonna hover in that space, yeah.
Love it. All right, that brings us up to. So he is going to use his movement and then appear. And as he appears, he is going to get doubled in size, and he is going to attack you, Valoran.
Me?
Yep.
Ah,
Came
it's
in
a
the
different
reverse.
guy. Ow.
Yeah, he definitely hit.
It's cool. I have so many temporary hit points, it's not even funny.
I need to drop off the invisible now. But while I do that, and yeah.
Okay.
But with that, his laughing seems to immediately stop, as if perhaps he underestimated this slender elf as she came walking in.
This hasn't happened yet, so because she hasn't gotten attacked yet, so as she's getting attacked, actually, like his weapon kind of slows and looks like it's cutting through like water as it goes towards her, because she has the shield of like 8 temporary hit points. That's all magical, so it cuts through all of that and then stabs into her shoulder, but it definitely like slows most of the cut before it gets to her.
Magic.
But her magical abjurer armor is gone.
Magic. Korrac, you're up. You definitely see that dwarf now in front of your ally.
Alright.
She says, "Son of a bitch!"
Let's see. Yeah, I'll do this. I will drop my greatsword and pull out the ring blade as I run over next to him. And I'll yell at him, "Get down!" And then I will do a trip attack.
Nice.
So, let's see. I need to do this first. I'm going to use one of my luck uses
Nice.
to re-roll that.
Oh,
there
there
we
we
go. And then, so I get to hit him, add my superiority dice to the damage. So there's that, plus a d8.
That's another 2. All right.
And then he has to make a strength check with disadvantage, or fall prone.
Bum, 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 bum. All right,
This is really
disadvantage.
intense.
Yeah, it's music.
Oh shit! I rolled it like 12 times. He rolled a 14 the first time. What did he need to roll?
So let's see. The second roll would be an 8 because he has disadvantage. Oh no, I see. Okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
I clicked
He
it like
does have
3 times.
disadvantage because
Yeah, I
of your
see
ring.
it. Yep, I see it. Let's see. I think it's 8 plus proficiency plus my strength, which would be 15.
Yeah, so he would fail in this case. So he's
So
not
you'd
prone.
fail. He's not prone. Yeah.
Nice. I'll drop that on him. Prone.
Mess him up.
He is definitely no longer laughing.
Oh, is that the same guy?
Anything else for you? Yeah.
That's it. Yeah, I'm done.
Yeah, he moved out of that square to come after you.
I didn't know that.
You guys are doing fine. I don't need Barrack over here. Calliope, you're up.
Alright, she's gonna move up.
Prison stab.
And she's gonna, be kind of behind Korrac. And she's gonna reach, around him to stab this guy with advantage because he's prone. Rapier. Yeah.
Oh yeah, you hit. Nice.
And then she'll shake her bloody rapier at him and say, "Bet you wish you hadn't ignored my warning shot, huh?" She'll laugh at him on the ground. That's it.
Alright. Me?
I believe so. Yep, you're up.
Yeah, Valorant's gonna see that Calliope's on top of this desk that she just looted, so she's gonna look down at the drawer that's still open right beside her, and kind of give Calliope a sheepish grin and just hip check it closed, and she's going to reach down and hold her dagger to the door guard's neck, and say, "Probably a good time to surrender, asshole." And I'm gonna hold my action to attack him if he looks like he's gonna attack.
Make a
Yep, I'm good at all of them.
Make a what's oh my god, threatening.
Intimidation.
Thank you.
Yeah, I'm good at that. Do I have advantage or anything?
I will give you advantage because you're surrounded by 3 people.
Yeah, and we just murdered 5 of his friends.
You did just murder 5.
Oh my god.
You're super intimidating.
I mean,
So she does that, except she kind of slips on his own blood and catches herself on the table, and she's like, "Yeah, now's the right time. Now's the time. Just do it. Just do it. Surrender." Fuck. Okay, I'm still holding my action if he attacks.
Swift Eye, you're up.
I'm gonna hit him. I want to jump over top of everybody and punch him in the face.
I'll make a acrobatics check.
I'm so ambitious.
You're so flashy. So flashy.
Ah!
Yes. Korrac, make a Constitution save. Oh yeah. Okay, so Calliope and Valorant, you see this, and even Newly seems to be aware of what's about to happen. Swift Eye goes charging forward, and she puts her hands down as if to push off from the ground, but it seems to be right at Korrac's feet, and she knocks into him and knocks both of you onto the ground prone. Swift-Eye, you land somewhere over here, and Korrac and Swift-Eye, you're both knocked prone.
You should just still attack the dwarf.
I mean, you can still try, yeah. Because that was just your move.
Yes.
Go for it.
I'm gonna do that. From the ground, I
Yeah.
want to whip at him with the quarterstaff.
Do it. Make it so. Oh, yeah.
Nice.
Retribution!
Nice. That was just your first attack, so you can attack again.
Yeah, and then another, unarmed strike.
Nice.
I was just really dizzy from running around the hallway.
Nice. He is looking really wrecked. His head, is kind of being held by a dagger as he's being, punched in the back and beaten with a staff by a monk on the floor. He's slowly bleeding on his neck because the dagger is so close, and he's barely hanging on. I skipped Nuli, but Nuli's up first.
Nuli's just gonna sit on his face. just squat right on his face.
Squat! Oh, well, he's there.
Yep.
Alright. Yeah, he's doing it. Andy, out of just pure rage, he is going to attack you. So if there's something you want to do beforehand.
Yeah, I'll she's gonna clock him in the side of the head with the butt end of her dagger try to knock him out.
Make a roll.
Alright, so this is her dagger attack. I've never done this before. Dagger attack.
You're gonna be great.
It's gonna be so good.
Oh!
Alright. What's it look like?
So basically, Valorant actually moves surprisingly quick because she's really dexterous. So as soon as this guy starts to reach his arm back, her dagger flips over in her hand and she just smacks him in the side of the temple in a blur. And then she just slips the dagger back into her sheath and she's like, "What? Shut up. You should probably talk to him." And then she walks away.
Awesome. I won't actually remove him from the battlefield, but with that, Swift-Eye, you're the first to notice it, that the room itself has gone quiet. Nothing other than that breathing seems to be coming to your ears, Swift-Eye. And the battle is resolved.
So he's alive then?
He is alive. He is knocked out.
I just knocked him out.
You
In
guys,
case you want to question him.
next time, just let me talk to them. We don't have to fight them. We don't have to kill them. Just keep pretending to be my slaves.
Korrac spits. Sometimes it's good to get the blood running a little bit. Plus, I don't like being a slave. Never, couldn't really keep up the illusion for too long.
Well, maybe if you weren't a sex pervert, you wouldn't be a slave.
Korrac just gives her a stink eye.
Look, I've never run a job in my entire life where something didn't go to shit, and I'd rather have at least some bodies behind me than, I don't know, how many so far? 12 dwarves we'd have to fight our way through when things are going to go to shit. But you are really good at talking, she says, and she smiles.
Calliope's gonna shoot the one who smiles at Korrac.
Yes.
But she's gonna try to do it sneakily.
Oh, well, first roll a stealth then.
Oh shit.
You know what? Roll a perception, Korrac. We'll see if you
This
can
is in the journal?
counteract that.
Oh shit.
Okay.
Oh, I thought it was a 1. Okay. Still lose, but
Korrac, all you notice is there's just almost a flap of the cape, and you count it off as just her cape doing cape things. All right, make him roll for it.
I haven't set it up as an actual action yet. Charisma saving throw. It's just DC 10.
Roll a charisma. Oh yes.
Calliope says, "Aw, cheer up, Buttercup."
Korrac, I don't know if I can choose to do this, but Korrac will like make it just a really fake wide smile. Like he kind of like leans into it almost, and then just looks dead at Calliope with this fake, Joker-like smile. Because he knows about the Wanda smile, so he's gonna know that's what it is.
Yeah, you definitely sense the sensation of your face lifting awkwardly, and you go over the top. It's a little creepy for all that see it.
When I'm in the corner, Abe, she's obviously flipping through a book that you guys have never seen her with before, and I would like to make some kind of an Arcana check on what I'm finding in that book.
Make a roll.
The very bottom line.
Yep, make a roll. While she's doing that, everyone that wants to make a perception, by all means, do it. Andy, I will say this is what you learn. I'm going to add it to your note.
Yeah, she's not being sneaky about this. She's just kind of like popped a squat next to those stairs, and she's reading this book.
There you go. It's at the very bottom.
Yep.
All right. Korrac is going to be the only one that notices this. So Korrac, behind where Valoran is, you kind of look behind, looking to see what she's doing. And there's a giant painting that you didn't notice in the heat of battle beforehand, but now, everything is calm, and behind, taking up the majority of the wall, is this painting.
What?
Huh. I'm gonna leave the Durgar behind, let somebody else deal with him, and I'll grab my greatsword that I dropped and then go inspect this painting.
Okie dokie. So you can be like right there-ish.
Yep.
Calliope's gonna look between Barrick and Frederick and be like, somebody want to make sure dude doesn't die so we can question him? She kind of like
die.
kicks him.
I just punched him in the head.
Frederick will cast Spare the Dying. I think that's a cantrip for him.
Yeah.
Yep, he casts Spare the Dying.
I mean, can't you wake him up or whatever? do
Barrick's
your like, I don't know, ammonia in the nose or something?
I think he has.
You're a healer, right?
Put what in his what?
You're a healer, right? Don't they have like salts they shove up noses?
Who?
I mean, we have the things we use in the ring, but I don't have any rope to tie him up with.
Look,
how does he not have rope?
I'm pretty sure I read that in the year 500, they were able to rouse Saint Celebine with some kind of salts, and they were able to rouse someone and wake them up. I would like to assist someone by making a history check and give them advantage. Oh, no. Nope. I am assisting, though. So whoever wants to make a medicine check on this guy can roll with advantage.
I have an herbalist kit.
Ooh, there you go.
Where is...
Actually, I could do that. I have a +6 on my medicine roll.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, you can definitely do that.
You have advantage.
I'm going to touch his face.
Little Miss Know-It-All's trying to tell you how to do this.
Are you tying him up first, or are you just simply waking him up?
Oh yeah, we should
just. I bet if we just take his weapons away, we'll be okay.
I have one winter blanket.
I think Barrick might have something. Let me look.
I got this javelin. Why aren't I using this javelin?
I mean, he has to have rope, right? I mean... Oh, he's going to explore his pack. That has rope. Okay, so Barrick's going to walk over and tie him up. And then take his weapon. So if If you want to roll your medicine check to see if you can get him to rouse, by all means.
Advantage.
With advantage.
It says unable to open window on my medicine check. Wait. I'm clicking the wrong button.
You actually have advantage if you want to roll again.
No.
First one it is. Yeah, with your monk background and your training, you very quickly kind of pull out some herbs in your kit, and you make what Valoran described from her history lesson as a smelling solvent, and kind of rub it under his nose, and he and slowly but surely comes to. What is the meaning of this?
Valoran's gonna snap her book shut and put it in her bag.
I'm gonna cast message to the Dwargar.
Okay.
And Calliope says in his brain, dude, they really wanted to kill you, and I convinced them not to kill you, but now you have to talk or they're gonna murder you.
Nice.
Yeah, make an interrogation. Oh my god. A thing. Make a thing. You're threatening him.
Intimidation?
Intimidation.
Deception.
Which one? What do you want?
I will say whichever you would prefer it
deception.
to be. How's that?
Do deception.
Not bad.
He looks kind of strange and odd at you, or at least in the direction that he thinks that voice might be coming from. It's not worth it anyways. You're all going to die.
Do you need some tea? Your voice is like... Seriously, I probably have some tea if you want some.
It's just how I talk.
I mean, we really kicked your ass. You might want some tea.
He's gonna spit blood on the floor.
Oh, I'm really glad you spit on the floor and not on me.
I like that one.
Calliope's gonna pretend to hold Barrick back. No, don't torture this one. I can't handle you watching. I can't handle watching you torture anyone else. He said he doesn't know anything. Just leave him alone.
Barrick's gonna look really strange at you. I don't know the meaning of this.
And then she turns to the Dwargar and says, I've seen him do terrible things.
No, you haven't.
Such terrible things. She's going to elbow Barrick. Such terrible things he does to people who don't talk.
Oh. No, she hasn't.
Not intimidating at all. I probably chose the wrong time to be the good cop because you're the only one that's actually intimidating, Rachel.
Alright, so if Calliope looks around, everyone's just kind of standing around blankly. She goes, ugh. Fine. Is Verulin's dagger still out?
Valoran?
Valoran.
It's not.
Okay.
No, you made it disappear.
Alright. Calliope goes, ugh, and kind of rolls her eyes. And she will...
You want me to rough him up? And she brings up some frost into her hand.
Yeah. We're gonna rough you up. And Calliope turns on him all of a sudden. We're gonna rough you up. And then, even if you start to talk...
So rough.
We're probably gonna hurt you some more just because we like it. But eventually, we'll stop if you start talking.
Maybe.
He very calmly lifts his hands. He coughs. Our lives are forfeit. At least I can make mine somewhat better. Either end me or ask me what it is you want, or I'll end it myself.
What item do you search for?
If you really are from here, or were sent or brought, you would have known. That we
Man,
don't know.
Oh.
Then how will you know when you find it?
We were told it is something great. Only Morvus knows of it. He's the one that brought us here. He's the one that keeps us against our will.
Is he a vampire?
Vampire.
Yeah, and she like holds her fingers up to her mouth like fangs.
What he is, I do not know. But he is a
Vampire,
powerful
call it.
one.
But he's here, Morvus.
Oh, he's here. He never leaves.
And he
Here?
has you searching for this great item.
Oh shit, did we come to the final dungeon first?
Ah, yes, he has brought us here.
How many of you are there? Don't lie to me, I'll know. And she
Well,
shakes her fist at him.
Yeah, she'll know.
Well, 5 were brought from my clan, and 7 from that weakling clan outside.
Oh shit, we killed all of your clan, dude.
Well, it's only fair I go with them.
Fair?
If you wouldn't mind, please end my suffering.
Wait, hang on. Who else is here? He has more than 12 people here, right?
I know that he's been here for just a short time. Evil has come and go in this place, but he is new. That is all I know.
Is that really all he knows?
Frederick.
I should do insight, not perception, sorry. Which would be even worse, so.
Frederick is gonna cast... He's gonna look at you, Calliope, and say, do you really want to know if this is the truth?
Not like spend a spell slot important.
Okay. And he's gonna put his hands inside his sleeves.
Wait. Can I sense whether or not his heart rate is beating up? Can I hear that?
You can make a
Tell
perception
if
for
he's
it.
lying?
Ooh, good question.
His heart is beating.
Do I?
He beats per minute.
You, as Calliope and this dwarf has been talking, you have slowly kind of entered your safe place, and you've been listening to all the different companions you have, and what their breathing sounds like, and you've been listening and narrowing in on this dwarf, and you finally pinpoint the beat of his heart, and it's...
Hold up, is everyone okay? There's screaming happening.
Lots of screaming.
Is there like a murder happening somewhere?
I assumed it was just someone's TV.
Oh, okay.
Aw.
I thought it was the sound effects that Abe was putting on.
Maybe it's murder.
It was very believable.
Murder and suicide.
Sorry.
No, that's good. And you slowly zero in on his heartbeat that you've noticed has not changed. This is definitely a battle-worn dwarf. And if you were expecting his heart to increase more as he's talking, it's just been kind of at a steady pace. And honestly, it's been slowly slowing down as the battle has ended. You get a pretty good feeling that he is truly answering your questions to his truth.
He does not lie, she states to me.
Well, I'm not killing him.
Then we are at an impasse.
Not really. I mean, we have your weapons. And I mean, if you really want to go die, you can find a cliff somewhere to jump off of, I guess. But, I mean, I don't really know these people very well, but I don't think any of them really want to kill you in cold blood. Probably.
At that, Swift Eye's gonna punch him in the back of the head.
Well, maybe one of us does.
I mean, you definitely have advantage. He is bound, prone, and
Could it get better than that? No, it can't.
Can't get better.
So we'll take that 19. It was just for dramatic effect. So.
Are you attempting to kill him, or are you just trying to knock him out again?
I just want to make him a little nervous.
He is barely hanging on. So the real question is, when you connect, are you attempting to just knock him out, or do you want to end him?
Oh, just knock him out.
Okay. And with that, you don't even have to roll for damage. Swift Eye very quickly just to the back of his head, and he just slumps over unconscious, and he is knocked out again.
Did we tie him up?
He was tied, prone, and bleeding.
Okay, Calliope's gonna gag him. Just so when he wakes up, he can't yell.
Yep.
That's legit. That's
All
legit.
right. There's now a gagged, tied up dwarf knocked out.
And she kind of like rolls him under the desk.
While this is happening, I'm investigating both of the doors real quick.
All right. Let me zoom out my map a little bit. All right. This door. Are you attempting to like open them, or are you just looking at them?
I was just using my bonus action to investigate.
That's how it's done.
That was for that door. This
So that
is the north door. Oh.
So the door right in front of you, you don't sense any traps whatsoever,
Nice.
and do not hear anything behind it. The door to the north, as you very carefully uncovered the first one, you were so excited that you kind of bumped the door, and it swings open on its hinge with a nice little...
I found a room.
Bing. Bling. There you go.
Nice. Okay. Yeah, I'm good.
Yeah, this room, all that you seem to see there is an old, it could have been a bearskin rug, or it could have just been an animal that died there long ago. You'll have to make a roll for that.
I don't know if that beats passive perception or anything. But...
That would, yes. So yeah, that would happen. And in this room up here, you definitely notice it's crumbling in, and it connects to another door to the north. But other than that, it just seems empty. Like, this castle has been long forgotten, and whatever may have been here was looted long ago.
Abe, I want to look around by this painting. Is there any sort of, like, I don't know, like, can I move the painting aside, see if there's anything behind it? Just kind of check the general area.
Yeah, make a perception check. Nice.
Nope.
It's definitely a painting. It seems, from what you can tell, as you kind of like attempt to move it, it's painted almost to the brick itself. You know, and you can kind of look and see that, you know, it's pretty well done, and perhaps was painted over years. But other than that, that's pretty much all you notice.
Calliope's going to move up next to Korrac, and then point at the painting and be like, "Oh, hey, Marta. Wait a minute. Korrac, is this your family? Korrac, is this you?" And she's going to point and say, "Oh, do you love Bonius? Do you want to bone Bonius?" And she's just cracking up while she's pointing at the painting and pointing at Korrac.
Korrac just kind of gives her a look like you'd give, like, a small child, just kind of like, really? And then he'll say, "Yeah, looks like these are some of my ancient ancestors. I think this may have actually been an ancestral home, but not of any recent years."
Wait, this creepy castle is your family's?
Well, used to be anyway.
Dude, what if Morgrave, Morvare, whatever this vampire's name is, what if he's like your grandpa?
Come on, please.
Ew.
As if anybody in my family would give themselves up to vampirism.
I mean, you had a grandma named Bonius.
Or just ignores that.
Do I know what the motto for the family means? Malo mori quam fedori.
I don't believe you.
Do I know that
would.
translation? Okay.
No.
Hey, what's that mean?
It's our family motto. Death rather than disgrace. That's why no one would give themselves up to vampirism. If they did, they would have done the honorable thing and killed themselves.
Yeesh. Downer. She's gonna walk in here. I'm gonna search that door.
Oh yeah, you're getting really good at these. Yeah, with
Pop open the doors.
another careful.
Hey, I found a room.
You open yet another room, but this one seems to be caved in almost like the first one. So this door has long since been caved over.
I mean, I guess I could rifle these rooms real quick, just in case there's any like random stuff left in them. Is that worth it, you guys?
Yeah.
I'm pretty quick at it.
Abe, the letters that were on the door that was broken,
Mm-hmm.
I don't remember what they were, but are they the letters from the family motto, perhaps?
That's what you made out.
Erg.
Oh, I just closed the tree.
Erg.
I can bring it back up.
Yes,
It should
please,
also
thank
be
you.
in the sharing now, but
Erg.
Ermagerd.
Erg.
Well, except for the erg.
Oh, she pops her head in through the door again and towards Korrac says, "Oh, you should probably like look at that journal you found, right?" She nods towards his bag.
What?
Korrac, if you look inside your bag,
And she disappears again.
Everyone looks under their seat. You'll all find a new sedan.
You get a journal, and you get a journal.
Let me share this with you. There you go. Okay.
Korrac pulls out a journal he didn't know he had and starts perusing it.
You hear a light call from the other room that says, "You really should share information with the group."
Clive's gonna be like nosy and kind of peerish.
Swift Eye is meditating in the corner.
I'm looting rooms.
Nice. Let me
I'm looting these ones and these ones. All four of those square rooms.
You're gonna go over to that breathing.
Yeah,
And you're gonna get eaten.
maybe.
All right, let me.
Maybe.
Korrac's gonna be like, "Hey, Valoran, do you know anything about these runes? Does this
She's
have
all
anything to
the
do
way
with
over
magic?" Oh, all right.
you can call. All these doors are open, apparently. So-
He's just gonna yell, "Hey, Valoran,
Huh?
come check out this journal. Could you make this out?" He's gonna make no attempt to keep his voice down.
Not that I've read it before, but I assume that the runes have something to do with a door.
Not that I read it before. Andy, you find between the 4 rooms 26 silver pieces
Hell
and
yeah.
5 platinum pieces worth of money.
Do. 26
But other than that,
silver
and
pieces.
the majority of that you
You can
seem
put them in the party
to
sheet. She'll share this.
nice. You seem to find in the one room that you rolled, kind of started in, and they almost seem to be underneath things that hadn't been picked up in years.
She comes back after not super long, just a couple minutes, and she's like, "Hey, look what I found!" And she throws some coins on the floor.
5 platinum pieces.
So what about this book?
So I'll show Valorant it says there's runes or magical symbols to see if she can make anything out with that.
Not magical. I would assume it's some kind of a safeguard, lock, or puzzle.
Abe, it says there's a drawing of a chamber. Do I recognize that chamber that we've explored so far?
You wouldn't have recognized it from something you explored, but it's very reminiscent of something that you remembered having recalled a while ago.
Okay. Yeah. All right. So we probably haven't gotten to it yet.
I am just going to remove this dwarf, so I don't have to worry about it anymore.
He'll probably be out for a little while.
Bloop. Bloop.
He got punched.
There. Now that way it's not in the party tracker. Excellent. So yeah, you guys are definitely in what could have been a study, just judging by the desk and what seems to be the remnants of shelves on the wall. But again, it's definitely time has not been good to this establishment.
So, Korrac, does your family worship Palor? Like, are you all paladins of Palor, like Varric is? What's the deal here?
No, we have no specific family religion. People will follow any gods they choose to.
But one of your ancestors at some point was in that, like, temple of Palor.
2 of them, because there was that one dead outside.
Yeah, that's true. No, there's no distinct connection. Nothing that's been passed down anyway.
Did you were out of dungeon. Did your family also used to live in Gwyn? And she spits on the ground. Like, do you own, like, all of the haunted, creepy castles?
No, as far as I know, we have no connection to Gwen.
You know that's just a superstition, right? You don't actually have to spit.
Calliope spits. Psst.
Gwen. 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 Valor just smiles. It's gonna be fun.
Well, should we keep going then?
Yeah, but maybe, like... I mean, there might be a vampire here somewhere, so maybe be a little bit more careful. And not just go around opening all the doors.
Oh, it's 100% a vampire, says Valorin.
With that, you hear, "Welcome, children.
Oh,
Welcome." And it seems to echo in your heads.
Alright, so...
I'm gonna use prestidigitation and ask loudly, "Are you a vampire?"
There's a long pause, and you hear back, "I am the Dark One."
Okay. You.
So the dwarf said his name was Miravas, what did the dwarf say his name was?
Here, I'll just make it easy. There.
Morvus. Okay.
Morvus, yeah.
But that's the same guy that was the note I found, right? About poisoning.
Yep, for sure.
Are you trying to recall that?
No, I have it in my notes.
Valorin
knows this.
Okay, the note about, yes, the 6 will be my end. I've locked them here. So this is the dude that locked us up.
And the cultist said, "Morvus will get you all," and called him the master.
Oh, shit. Alright, then Calliope yells back, well, you're also the one we're prophesied to kill, so suck it.
There's a
Not like suck it like our necks, though. Don't do that. Ugh.
there's a you will meet your end here, my friends, and it just hisses throughout your mind. I will say, Calliope, make a.
Oh shit.
I don't even want. What do I want to make you roll for this?
Oh no.
Skills. They're multiplying. You know what? Make it a history check, and make it with advantage on this one. You were the one that found the note.
I am so good at history.
I'm gonna whisper this to you.
You want to share that with the rest of the class?
Nope.
Nope.
Probably. She's probably gonna yell if he remembers it. Oh. So not the...
Oh shit. We never got that guy's name. She points at the Dwargar.
He is now currently snoring on the floor.
Calliope whispers loudly to... Wait. Guys. Mira Voss is the one who imprisoned us. And this is Morvus.
Miravas.
Yeah, look at this note. And she holds up the note and shakes it.
2 different spellings. So they're 2 different people?
I don't know.
She grabs your cheek. Says, maybe they're both vampires.
But stop touching me.
Both vampires.
With that, you hear a paladin. I see you bring another that I seek. Thank you.
Oh shit, Korrac, it's you.
Korrac shrugs.
Calliope yells. So just for clarification's
another
sake.
relic that he seeks.
Just for clarification's sake, what is your name and how do you spell it?
I've gone by many names lately. Morvus. And I do not need to spell to you, child. Come find me in my chambers.
So, out of curiosity, if you can see us, how many fingers am I holding up? She does the double birds.
One does not need to see if I can see all.
Yeah, that's what I thought, asshole. She's gonna go over to this door.
Swift Eye is gonna ask Korrac how many fingers she was holding up.
Yeah, with that roll, it's definitely covered in rubble. You could probably get it moved if you wanted, but it would take you a little bit of time, but you could move the rubble out of the way.
Let's put a pin in that one. I'll tell the group about that door, that it might be worth searching later after we've cleared the rest of it.
Korrac will go over to Swift Eye and grab her 2 middle fingers.
These ones.
Pull them back. Like, how rude.
So what's the plan? She'll look at Barrack. We're gonna use that thing you got to kill him, right?
Well, I mean, it could be the only way. And he kind of holds it tight.
Do you know how to use it?
I have faith that when the time comes, my Holy One will teach me. Until
Okay,
then,
so
I
that's
have faith.
So that's a no. And also, you just want us to trust Paylor, and we've seen where that gets us. So we're fucked.
He's going to put a hand on your shoulder and say, just because you do not have the faith does not mean that it is not there. Have trust in me and our group. We will prevail.
No. Don't trust him. Was Harm an idiot? She says, staring you down.
Ooh.
Was Harm an asshole?
I mean...
I'm not sure what answer you're looking for here.
Wait, who has his glasses? Do you pull them out?
No, she doesn't have his glasses. She says, you keep shitting on Paylor about this. Paylor didn't make any choices in there. So maybe shut up about it. Her eyes are going to roll back in her head, and she's going to look through Newly's eyes and let him fly around a little bit.
Nice. Tell me where you take him.
This way. This way. This way.
Okay. As it enters there, that opens up to a room with a door that direction. The east side of the room has completely caved in to only allow one exit to the west.
She's kind of talking through this all to describe the rooms to people as she flies.
All right. When Newly gets up there, there's definitely a corridor to the east, and to the west seems to be the rooms that Swift Eye was in.
I'm about to get stabbed.
All
right. All
right. There's several doors. There is this one, that one, and of course the one down there that you get a pretty good idea that goes that way,
right,
back to where you came.
All right, she'll pass all that on. Then she Newly winks out of existence and reappears right next to her.
Boom.
And her eyes roll back. She says, I know you're pissed. I'm sorry for being an asshole, but get over it. So where do you want to go?
The castle can only be so big. Perhaps we find this Dark One, and we lighten him, and he looks up.
Is there actually a shield in here, Abe? Is it the shield of Floris? The shield of Vandergar?
No, but there are definitely bones here.
Gotcha. Oh, there are bones. Okay. I didn't search the bones. What do you guys want to do?
Where are you going?
Let's fight the Dark One.
Yeah.
Should I search the bones? I feel like I maybe should search the bones. I'm going to search the bones.
So what I'm getting here is we're splitting the party. I love that.
100%.
Cover more ground.
Yeah, with that roll, you start rummaging through the bones. They seem to be of a larger animal, and as you kind of start pulling them through, your history and your knowledge of books kind of comes back to you, and you realize that it seems to be a very large wolf And as you kind of look around the room, it seems to be almost a makeshift den that this animal may have used long ago, perhaps either killed by its new inhabitants or just by starvation alone, but it is now just simply bones.
Gross.
Yep.
She says.
Gross. Korrac, what are you doing?
I'm going to open the door.
Hell yeah. How you open it?
As he's
Just
reaching
open
for the
it.
door, Calliope's going to bardic inspiration him.
Amazing. All right. Oh, come on. So as you open the door, there's a very loud, and then it hits rubble behind it, probably around here. But as you kind of peer in the room, it's definitely been caved in. It seems like most of this keep has slowly fallen inside. And there's what looks to be a door here, but again, it's long since kind of fallen in.
So, like, this whole area of the room is kind of caved in?
Yes.
Gotcha.
So you think you could possibly move the rubble out of the way of the door. It would take you a little bit of time.
Yeah, let's do it. I'll start kind of digging through some rubble.
All right.
Is the end of this hallway? Oh fuck! My map closed. The hallway that's above us, like due north, does it end in a door or is it just a dead end?
It does end in a door.
Okay.
Does Barrick? Is that where Barrick can sense the evil coming from?
Are you asking him?
Yeah, I'll ask him.
He would.
Or I'll ask him where he can sense it coming from.
He would reply, "I don't dare try again. I tried once and he attacked, and he's here. He's definitely that way," and he will kind of just point in that direction.
Roll natural 20 on searching a door.
Oh yeah, you did. You sense nothing behind it, no traps whatsoever, and you very carefully. Are you opening it?
Sure.
You open the door, and anticipating the loud creaks from before, you kind of lift the door slightly, and it opens completely silently into a chamber room with only one exit.
She looks back kind of excitedly at Calliope and gives her a thumbs up.
Thumbs up. Swift Eye, what you doing down there?
I think I was definitely lost in meditation for a moment. But now, realizing that my party members have gone, I'm going to attempt to follow their sound.
Nice.
Make it that far.
Nice. All right. With that, Korrac, go ahead and make a strength, just a straight out strength roll. Nice. Frederick and Barrick will also join in, and you guys kind of make a quick work, almost an assembly line. Korrac, you lifting the big boulders and kind of tossing them at your friends, and very quickly make work of this door and are able to kind of push it aside. It's barely even hanging on, and open yourself up into another corridor.
Shit, I wonder where this one went. I totally passed by that door.
You'll never know.
Missed chances, guys. Missed chances. What spells do I know? I have spells.
Korrac, make a perception check.
Oh. I still have comprehend languages up, by the way, Abe. For the next, I don't know how long it's been. Has it been an hour since we entered?
It's probably still up. Maybe not too much longer, but it's probably still up. You guys kind of ransacked the rooms. The fighting didn't take too long, but just kind of figuring out what you wanted to do. So it probably will fade relatively soon.
Okay.
So I guess you would have heard the dwarves say I was hiding, but well, it's all right. Korrac, you notice that down this corridor the air seems to kind of thicken, and these two torches, unlike the rest of the once lit apparatuses, these are slightly glowing. They're emitting a very, very dim light, and it's just reeks of death down here.
Ew.
Hey guys, I think I found the dark one.
So is it worth it for me to spend a little bit of time setting up an alarm behind us in case, just so we know if someone comes to try to attack us from behind? It'll take 10 minutes to do.
Sure, that might be useful. And any other sorts of preparation anybody wants to do?
I mean, if we're willing to spend 10 minutes, I can place an alarm zone in this square here, so that anything other than us that passes through it. How's it actually worded? Yeah, so actually at 20 feet, so almost this entire corridor. Whenever a tiny or larger creature touches or enters the area other than us, I will choose a mental alarm that goes off in my brain, as long as I'm within 1 mile of the area.
Wow, 1 mile. Which where did you put it at?
So I can do up to 20 feet in radius. So I can do basically
that whole hallway.
Most of the hallway, yeah. And I'll exclude the 6 of us.
Gotcha.
But it takes 10 minutes to cast, so I don't know what else is happening while that's happening.
I'm just gonna make a little note here. All right. Well, while she is attempting to do that, what are you guys doing?
Korrac's just gonna sharpen his sword.
Excellent.
Are there any other paintings or anything on the walls?
No, it's very odd to you all that yes, this castle is quite old, but it almost seems to be picked clean of various things. And as you think of it now, even though Korrac may have inspected it, he may have not looked too closely. The painting itself definitely was not a painting and then hung. It was definitely painted on the stones, which is probably one of the few reasons it was still there. And the desk itself had fallen in to where perhaps that journal fell out of somewhere. But I would say the 10 minutes comes and goes with just a simple, I am patient.
Can I sense, is that just a disembodied voice, or do I sense a presence?
It's in your mind. So it's not in front of you, it's definitely speaking inside of your heads.
How much would Swift I know about vampires?
Make a history check.
Not much.
You know that they are undead, and they're not usually good. That seems about much. But whatever this thing is,
They're
it
bad.
definitely seems evil and bad, which seems to fit the picture.
Okay.
So is you guys' plan to move forward?
So
All right. Who's
I can
who's
search
leading the charge?
door.
I'll lead unless Barrick would want to.
Bear will look at you and say, "It seems to be your home, or at least it was once. Seems that you have the right." And he'll gesture that you move forward.
Korrac will turn to Valorant and say, "Are you skilled at looking for traps, just in case?"
Yeah.
Nice. All right, so you're going to lead the way with that, and you're going to be looking for traps. Where exactly are you going to be looking for them?
This door.
Okay. With that, you roll up, you look around, you very quietly look, and it just seems to be the same doors as before. Nothing seems to be stepping out at you, and even as you go to open it up, you stop for a moment and you look up just to make sure there's no tripwires or anything, and nothing seems to be there. If you want, you can open it.
Man, your house is kind of boring. I would have traps all over this if I lived here. She looks back at Korrac.
Well, to be fair, I don't think anybody's lived here for probably 100, 200 years.
Yeah. That's a really long time, she says.
Really long time.
For a human, she winks.
There is a door yonder.
I mean, I can keep searching for traps. It's one of my things. Oh, it was a 19, but it was outside of the box. That's still pretty good.
Oh, yeah, still good. With that same kind of energy that's drawing you towards it, you look at that, you look at the door, you inspect it, and very quickly realize you're starting to get the feeling that either overconfidence or just because of quickness of being here, he may not, or it may not have trapped anything, and you open the door.
Unlocked. Well, interesting. All right. Yeah, she just shrugs and motions to the door for Korrac.
All right, Korrac, you're gonna open it up.
Yep.
All right, so here is what you guys see in a moment.
Oh shit.
So a couple of things. So as you enter this room, it's a very dim lit room. It's extremely large, much larger than you believe. Apparently I missed part of the map. There we go. Much larger than you would have ever expected it to be. The walls that seemingly would have been there, right around this area, have been smashed down. Korrac and Valorant make a perception check.
Is it to see the ghost in the corner?
It is not. I haven't made it that far. Valorant, you're going to notice this. Where you would expect to see pickaxe marks to knock it down, there almost seems to be deep gouges in the earth and the clay and the stone. And where walls should have been, there's just kind of ripped down. Perhaps whatever it's looking for is still there. I will say that this, I'm not drawing very well. Not drawing very well. Oh god. Oh man. This is the only wall. I got excited. There we go. That's the only wall that's still up. The rest of that you can see it's a big open area. At the far end of the wall stands a figure.
Ooh. Shrouded in mist.
Shrouded in mist. To the right, well, it depends on really if you guys are entering, but yeah, very, very dim lit area. It's a dark room, and almost his presence seems to shift in front of you. And he says, I have come through darkness to look for this power, and no one will stop me, not even your friends. And with that, are you guys going into that room?
Nope. Is everyone like right behind us? Where? I doubt we're actually spread out that much.
He would have actually come in here. Come
I
on,
think Nooley's
Nooley.
right beside me. Yeah.
Bear would have probably fallen, and so would Frederick. Healers in front. Come, let us end the waiting.
Korrac will shout, let's bring some light to the situation, and then he's gonna fire a phoenix bolt, or phoenix arrow at the creature.
Nice.
Oh, shit. Alright. Make a roll.
Oh. Oh, disadvantage, okay.
Did you have disadvantage?
I don't know.
Oh,
because I still have prone, I guess.
Oh. So what did it drop? It dropped an 11.
11.
So you rolled an 11 plus, so you rolled... Oh, I see. Oh, plus 6.
I don't know which one would have been first, but I could just re-roll it if you want.
Yeah, just re-roll it here. Let me drop that off of you. There.
Here it is.
You're out of ammo.
There we go.
A 20. I got sidetracked because I was looking at things. There is a... how did you light the arrow, by the way?
I just did the regular because I think explosion says you have to be within 30 feet.
Okay. So as Korrac calls out, he looses an arrow, and it ignites and lights up the cavern, from this dim lit to a more brilliant. And as it does so, its presence seems to shift slightly, and it starts to... And then a couple of things happen. The arrow sinks into his form, and it immediately fades. Maybe. Possibly. Come on, fade. Get out of here, guy. You're not welcome here anymore. And in where he was standing sits a shadowy dragon.
What?
And I think that's probably a good idea to stop there. The arrow hits and kind of is absorbed by the previous figure. The room is still very dim.
Oh, shit.
And that, my friends, is a good place to stop.
That is a good place to stop.
Oh, wait, I forgot one thing.
Oh, shit.
Forgot one thing. I'm clicking all the things. All the things until I find the right one. Boom. There we go.
Check that out.
That's a little better.
That's
Ooh.
sweet.
Oh.
Yeah.
Hit that with a stick.
Hit that with all the sticks. But that is where we will end for tonight. Excellent. Excellent
Swift.
work.
Hit that. Hit that.
Nice.
Smack that. Do-do-do-do-do, smack that. Do-do-do. Yeah.
Morvus, the Dark One.
Awesome.
Excellent.
I'm excited.
All right, we'll pick up next week with a dragon fight.
Yeah.
Cool.
Far too low level to fight a dragon, though, right? Right.
Yeah, it'd probably be fine.
Well, at least we'll know if anyone comes to attack us from behind. Hey, why didn't we go through this door?
Why didn't you go through that door?
We could have fought him so much sooner.
Yeah. Hindsight.
That's alright. This is good.
Einstein is still blind for me.
Excellent.
Got no hiney sight.
Fun times, guys.
Thanks for running, Abe.
Yeah,
Yep.
Thank
not a
you.
problem. It's always fun. Till next week.